My name is Michael Gordon White, and welcome to Candid Street. To continue on from my last videos with suggesting good locations to shoot street photography, in this video I'm going to talk all about working the intersection. This is a very important part of my work, and all the images you see in this video were captured at this location. And I do treat this as its own specific location regardless of which one I happen to be using. Whenever I approach an intersection, I immediately go to work. You see, as you walk throughout a big city, you will always be stopped by the streetlight. And I have found this to be a good thing. Everyone else is frustrated by this repeated interruption to their commute, especially the ones trying to catch a train, but I've discovered that this is a great opportunity. The main reason for this is that they have stopped moving, and this allows for an easier chance at getting a sharply focused shot. Moving subjects are not the easiest to get a sharp shot, and yes, after adjusting my camera to perfection to better capture these images, for the most part though, there is a lot of luck involved. But when people are stopped at the light and standing still, that's where I will stand off to the side and try to get some shots of people near me as we wait for the lights. Again, I try to blend in with the crowd as it moves and stops throughout the city. They don't tend to notice what I'm doing because I've become one of them. I'm just part of the same crowd. For all they care, I'm just another commuter. And that is exactly what I want them to think. This is again why I rarely hold up the camera to my eye to take the shot. Standing stopped at a streetlight is also great because people tend to be focused on the traffic and looking for when the lights will turn green to allow them to move on. They're not worried about me or anyone else for that matter. They're just off to somewhere important. So, walking down the street and the lights turn red, I stop off to the side and always get some shots. And when the light turns green, off I go with the crowd and try to dodge the people coming towards me, but I still keep shooting. And I end up with some additional interesting shots. This always works as well because people are only concerned with getting across the street safely. They don't even notice me shooting. More interesting shots to be had. But I've also found that corners are also a great place to remain at for a longer time. People don't tend to stay at a corner for very long. They're stopping for the light and then they're moving on. This is a good thing because they are not in this location for very long, which would give them more time to figure out what I'm up to. People just coming and going, never to be seen again, an endless stream. So this became my next go-to location as such. There's lots of corners out there in the city, lots to be found, some better than others. Some can be amazing for the natural light situation, where as an example, you have light being reflected off of the surrounding buildings at a certain time of day to perfectly shine directly on your subject. Or some corners can be amazing for the people that are going by. As an example again, of people during lunchtime in the business banking district. Lots of nicely dressed men and women in that part of town. And they are always distracted, either being rushed to get their lunch finished on time or deeply in conversation about the next big deal. So go out and find some nice corners to work, quote unquote, as you are shooting street photography. Just remember that an intersection comes with 4 corners, obviously, but I've found that they can each have very distinct characteristics as well, and depending on the lighting situation at that time of day, can also dramatically change the look of the shots to be had. That's right, one intersection, many opportunities. It's great, so many corners, but as you try this more and more, there will definitely be some that stand out as great locations to shoot, and you will find yourself going back to them often, so take note of them. So as from my previous videos, we've covered walking down the sidewalks, stopping as you are reacting to a situation, staying in one location, standing to capture people near you and as they go by, stopping and going through intersections for more shots, and finally staying at some intersection corners for extended periods of time. These locations alone will offer you a tremendous amount of opportunities throughout the day as you go on your photo walk. And this is how I started shooting street photography, by just doing these things over and over each time I went out. I'd start at my setup location, then go out and follow the same multiple city block route over and over again. I became very familiar with this route and what these locations would offer for shooting opportunities depending on the time of day as well as the time of year. But as I repeated this process over a number of months and in fact years, I began to discover some very distinct locations that I would return to with great success. That you will learn about in upcoming videos, so stay tuned. So that's it for now. I do hope you have found this helpful, and if so, please give it a like. Also, if you want to learn more, please subscribe, and please turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Okay, so thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, and we will see you again on Candid Street. Be safe and take care.